Hey everybody, G4 Video 5 here, and welcome back to some more Grand Theft Auto 3, the Definitive Edition. In this part, we will be completing all 20 stunt jumps that you can do across Liberty City, starting with the ones in Portland, and then moving on to Staten Island, and finishing in Shoreside Vale. Sex. Now, I won't be commentating the entire video because I don't really see much of a need to do so, but I do want to say a couple of things. And so a suggestion for completing these stunt jumps would be to use a sports car of some kind. In my case, I'm using the Banshee, as it's a vehicle readily available from the start of the game, as there's a car dealership in Harwood and Portland that has a Banshee spawn, although you can wait until you get to Staten Island, as there are sports cars galore to sniff and use for these stunt jumps, so it's completely up to you when you want to tackle these things. But something I should point out is that thankfully how you land when doing these stunt jumps doesn't really matter. So you can be landing like a cat on all fours, you could be landing on your back like a dirty whore, or you can be spread like a pretzel flipping around the place. It's completely up to you. Well, I guess it really wouldn't be up to you, it's just how you end up getting launched off of the ramp. So it is pretty nice that the game is very lenient in that regard, as long as you're landing in the general area that the game needs you to land to complete these stunt jumps. So I wouldn't stress too much about getting the perfect liftoff from these ramps. As long as you get enough distance, that's really all that matters, as you can clearly see from that stunt jump as I'm rolling around the place. So these stunt jumps are pretty nice. There's one on the Callahan Bridge that's a real pain in the ass. That one took like 10 to 15 attempts to finally complete. But besides that, though, none of these other stunt jumps really cause too many issues, so that's pretty nice. But anyway, the last thing I'll say is that the reward you get for completing these stunt jumps is an escalating amount of $5,000. So for the first stunt jump that you do, you get $5,000. For the second one, $10,000. Third one, $15,000, and so on, all the way up until the 20th one, where you get $100,000 and a bonus of $1 million. So the game's just throwing money at us. It's like the game wants us to get STDs from these fine ladies of the night. But anyway, though, that just about wraps up my commentary, so I'll let the gameplay play us out, kind of like Sting in old Bill O'Smiley. But anyway, in the next part, we will be tackling some miscellaneous activities that you can do across Liberty City, and so, until then, I will see you next time.